What's up guys, it's SNE back with another video. This is a spicy one lads. As you can see by the title, I'll be working out how much everyone's team is worth that I played this weekend in the Weekend League by using Futbin. I'm about to show my team and work out its value to kind of show you how this video is going to work, and also create a benchmark to compare it to everyone else's team that I play in the Weekend League. But before I do that boys, make sure to drop a like, and if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe, because I'm recording this before I even, play any of the Weekend League games. I already know it's going to be a bit of work. So if you could do that, boys, it would be much appreciated. Alright, boys, here's my team right here. As we can see, we have Courtois in goal with a centre-back partnership of Ramos and Varane. We have Lala right back and UEFA Marcus Alonso. And I am going to be using the SBC prices that I think the cards went for. Like, I'm using the price of 100k, which I spent on Marcus Alonso. I'm adding that. Also, with all the other SBC kind of cards during the video, I'll add in the value that the SBC costs just to keep it, clean slate. Then in the middle, we've got Roy Keane. We've got Sane, De Bruyne, Kante, Mbappe, and Aubameyang. Even though Aubameyang's untradeable, I'm going to be using, I'm just going to be adding him to the cost as well, because other players could be having untradeable cards in their team, and I wouldn't know the better, so I'm just going to be adding that value to it. Same with red cards and that, I'll use their normal cards value. But yeah, I'm about to check how much my team is worth on Futbin, and then I'll put it on top of the video to show you guys. As we can see, my team is worth around over 2.5 million, but with Alonso's SBC price counted, it's over 2.6 million. By the way guys, I don't play the 4-5-1 if you guys are wondering, and make sure to comment if I should make a separate video on my custom tactics and how I play my my team in game, if you like how it plays during the highlights of this video. Also, hope this is an interesting video to watch, and I'll show the result of each game I play in Fut Champs Weekend League. And if there's any good goals or highlights or anything, I'll show it in between the initial price of that team and the result at the end of the game. And at the very end of the video, I'll show if I found anything out, or patterns, or if I win more games against less expensive teams or more expensive teams or whatever, at the end of this video. So hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get into the video. Alright, this is my first opponent's team, and as we can see, Futbin values it as 1.6 million. But if you add Aubameyang's SBC price and Alonso's SBC price, it actually does bring it up to 2.2 mil, Aubameyang being 500k and Alonso being 100k. So let's get into the game, boys. Early on in the game, 15th minute, play the ball through to Aubameyang. He just stops, holds the ball up and scores. So we go 1-0 up against this team. And then not too long later, he passes the ball out badly, and he doesn't really clear the ball too well. As I burb a spin, he gets the ball back once there with Fabinho, I believe. Pass it into Aubameyang, and again, time finesse. 2 goals in the 28th minute, and this guy did actually rage quit after this, so I do win my first game of the Weekend League 2-0 against this guy, as you guys can see. So yeah, into the next game, boys. Alright, this guy had a really good team with lots of untradables, so Futbin shows that it is 1.7 million, but with all the untradables like Hazard 600k, Lucas 40k, Tevez 150k, Alonso 100k, and Juanfran 80k was their prices to do the SBCs. His team is actually 2.7 million, and this game I actually did unfortunately lose 6-4, but I conceded 2 own goals. Ramos really early on the game. The ball gets whipped back post and he concedes an own goal, just randomly hits it in. And then Alonso as well does pretty much the same thing. So to be honest, I didn't record any clips from this game because it just kind of annoyed me, to be fair, and it was extremely laggy as well. So hopefully I do better in the next game, and hopefully the connection's a bit better. Okay, this guy's team is probably the cheapest team I've ever seen in Weekend League. I think without that seller, his team would be 50k, but his team is 235,000 on PS4. So this guy actually played pretty well considering what his team was. But from kickoff, we get the ball and play it wide to Kante, because he stays up there at Cam when the game starts off. Play the ball in to De Bruyne, and he hits that time finesse top corner, which was really nice, and good start to the game in the first minute. So good start from De Bruyne. And then we get the ball again, just pass it across. De Bruyne again just finds the right side of the net with his left foot, I think. 7 minutes, 2-0, you can't really complain here. And I thought this guy was going to rage quit, but then in the 29th minute he actually scored a goal, which is probably one of the more interesting goals I've ever seen on FIFA. As you'll see, he takes a shot with Son that doesn't look like it will even do anything, but perfectly bounces off Varane's ankle and goes top corner. But here we go again, ball into Aubameyang, time finesse, good assist from Sane, but we go 3-1 up. So this game, you can kind of see the difference in teams, like his defense and his midfielders weren't really helping him defend as much as the guy with the good team. And then we pass the ball in for De Bruyne there and he finishes again, so that was his hat-trick right there. And that's how the game actually ended. As you can see, we actually just won 4-1, that's how the game finished. And yeah, on to the next game, boys. And on to the next team. This guy actually had a pretty good team, but he weirdly just played Depay by himself up top on no chem. But his team was worth 800k without that Sterling, so around 1 million coins with that Sterling card. And he honestly had a pretty solid team. That Fellaini and Fabinho did work, to be honest. But as we see in the second minute, we see again Aubameyang scoring a time finesse early in the game. I didn't think I'd like that Aubameyang card, but it's kind of starting to grow on me. But I think I do want to swap to maybe Griezmann by next weekend. And he did score a goal with that Depay, weirdly enough, but I didn't save the clip of it. And then Martinez finishes off the game in the 80th minute to make it 2-1, and that's how the game ended. So yeah, decent result there. This is the most expensive team I'd played all weekend. With the SBCs, Zlatan and Matuidi added, it was worth 8.6 million, so yeah, a lot more than mine. And that Zlatan, I'm not even gonna lie, boys, I actually got smacked this game. Zlatan just kept on shooting from the exact same place, ages out. Yeah, this game was quite laggy as well, so he'd do like a little turn or scoop or something like that, and I wouldn't be able to react, and then he would just hit the time finesse from nowhere. Even inside the box, that Zlatan's deadly, and then Ronaldo finishes off the game from outside the box. Bit of a crazy angle for the time finesse, so yeah, I got smacked that game, boys. But then again, his team's almost worth 9 million coins. I lose 5-0 there. Alright, boys, this guy's team was worth 483k, but you're looking around the 600k mark with that Boateng card. And as you see in the 14th minute, I had a time finesse with Mbappe to equalise the game, to bring it back to 1-1. I think I gave away a penalty earlier on in the game, so Mbappe good with the time finesse there to bring us back into the game. And then Aubameyang green time finesse to get that top corner to bring it to 2-1. And I missed a few of the clips from this game, but I remember Martinez scored in the 105th minute in extra time, and then he scored in the 110th to finish off the game 5-3. So yep, I do finish and win that game 5-3, which is a good result. And this game was my first game on Sunday, I believe, and I hadn't played any FIFA games or any games of FIFA that morning, so I just wasn't very warmed up, and I did lose that game 2-0, which was disappointing. And I think for the rest of the games that weekend, I made sure to play some Div Rivals before I played Fut Champs. And this guy actually did turn out to have the cheapest team of the whole weekend with 192,000, which is still a decent amount of FIFA coins, but supposedly that was the cheapest team I played all weekend. And in the 32nd minute, I score a goal with De Bruyne, and he had enough after one goal, because I think in this game I hit the post about 8 or 9 times and was kind of dominating that game, so I was kind of relieved finally scoring that one goal, and he had enough, so he left. Okay, and on to the next team. This team was worth 5 million coins, and I'm not even gonna lie, this Crespo and Larson combination up top with a really solid midfielder Fabinho and Pogba was very OP. I don't know if I deserve to give away a penalty there, but I do go down in the 5th minute to a penalty, and then his Larson and Crespo literally just run free the whole game. Like, they weren't even time finessing or do anything special with their shots. It just seemed Courtois couldn't save any of them. I'm not too sure if this is because they're icons or whatever. And then, you know, it's not going to do well for you when Neymar scores a headed goal against you. So yeah, this game I do think I lost 5-0, I believe. So one of my worst losses of the weekend. I think equal with the other 5-0 losses I had. But yeah, that Larson Crespo partnership was absolutely crazy up top, and proved by their, you know, high-rated icon strikers and probably worth the money. This guy's team was worth 500k without the SBC cards, but I think 1.1 million with the SBC cards in there. And I don't save the clips of the first 3 goals in this game for some reason, but I saved the clip of me getting a penalty here. Winning this game pretty comfortably up until here, but the penalty did help to just finish off the game here, and Lala steps up to take the penalty. I look left and then hit the ball bottom right, so yep. that was a good finish by Lala for the penalty, and I think he does have pretty high penalties as well. It's like 92 or something. And so I do finish that game 3-1, and as you can see by the stats, I probably deserve to win that game as well, just by the stats. Anyway, the next game, this game I actually tried to screenshot this guy's team, and the screenshot took ages to do, so it actually kicked me out of the game. So this weekend I actually did finish 14 wins and 6 losses, but this DC added to those losses, so I actually finished 14 and 5. Just to clear that up. Anyway, this was my next opponent. His team was worth 5.2 million without all the special cards, but with the special cards 6.7 million. And this Ibrahimovic by this time of the weekend league was getting on my nerves. As you see, George Best crossed the ball into him and heads it in. And then Mbappe brings the game back to 1-1 with a time finesse from outside the box. And yeah, that Ibrahimovic card was just scoring so many goals against me this weekend. He scored a headed goal just before this goal as well, but I didn't save it. And then he does finish it in the 72nd minute to make it 3-1. But by this point I did bring on Team of the Year Neymar loan and my Martinez special card. And straight from kickoff you can see Martinez hits a 360 green time finesse. And then just moments later, he passes out the ball badly from his goalkeeper, and within 7 minutes of him scoring his 3rd goal, we're back to 3-3. So yeah, I reckon use those loan cards if you have any loan cards in your club, because last year I ended up with like 100 that I didn't use, and as you see, that Neymar again impacting the game, making it 4-3. So it was 3-1 down in the 70th minute, and then I go to 4-3 up in the 82nd minute. So I was quite happy with this comeback, to be honest, and as you can see, I did finish the game that way, 4-3. So yeah, quite a good result there. Alright, and on to the next team. This guy had quite a good team. It was worth 1.5 million, but with that Matuidi it would be close to that 1.7 mark. And yeah, this game was quite laggy at the start, so you can see me just passing around the back, trying to wait for the game to regain some sort of connection. And as soon as I see the game starting to like become less laggy, I kind of flip the switch after about 5 minutes of passing it around, and then I finish off with a goal from De Bruyne. So yeah, that's what the 4-2-3-1 allows. It allows you to play position if you need to, but it also allows you to go on counter-attacks, as you see in some of these clips. And then the opponent scores, but I do score again with Martinez in the 91st minute. And then Mbappe scores in the 101st minute as well with a time finesse. So yeah, I believe this guy rage quit after this game. I mean, after this goal, I believe. So yeah, that game finished 3-1. And put me up to silver 2. So I think that was a good game as well. This guy has quite a nice team. 500k worth of tradable cards in his team. But with the untradeable cards like Aubameyang, that I think his team goes up to about 1.4 million with all his untradeable cards. And he took that Basta off, by the way, and brought on Juan Fran. And this guy dropped me as well. I think he won 5-0. I saved two of the goals. Yeah, 2 of the goals. I didn't save the rest, or I think the file was corrupted. But yeah, that guy did beat me 5-0. He was quite good. This guy's team is worth 4.6 million. But I think it's worth 5.5 million with that Royce and that Gnabry's SBC prices added. Yeah, but this guy had a really nice team, but yeah, I scored quite a jammy goal there with De Bruyne off the rebound to start the game in the 16th minute, going 1-0 up. So yeah, supposedly some jam went my way this weekend. And then Mbappe scores a time finesse there to make it 2-0 in the 26th minute. So the games that we aren't getting beaten 5-0 by super teams or really good players, we seem to be shutting out our opponents quite early in the game and forcing rage quits. He did score a goal with Sana in the 30th minute though to make it 2-1, and then in the 36th minute I do score a goal with Mbappe. I think that's a low driven shot, which I don't think I've scored any other ones of those this weekend now that time finesse is so OP. But in FIFA 18 I think that's the only goal type of goal I scored. And then after my Squad Battles reward stream on Monday at lunchtime, I had to play to gold 3 because that's the rank I wanted, and I went from 10 and 6 in the stream, as some of you would have seen, to 14 and 6, which has kind of spoiled the result of the next few games. Anyway, this game, this guy had quite a nice team, 900k, but with storage and that Van Aanholt SBC cards added to the total price, it was like 1.1 million or something like that, but it looks like quite a nice team. But in this game I was fully warmed up and I was playing some good FIFA. As you can see in the 5th minute I score a bit of a weird goal with Aubameyang, but nonetheless it went pretty top corner. And then just 2 minutes later I put Aubameyang back through and passed the ball across and passed the ball across again to Sane. And it's 2-0 in 7 minutes, which is quite good. As I said before, like these kind of cheaper teams seem to be like clearing out in the first 20 minutes, kind of making rage quits. As you can see here, 3rd goal in 17 minutes. As you can see, Mbappe finishes off the game, and this guy does rage quit as well here. And yeah, I do secure the win, 3-0. So good result there, boys. I forgot to screenshot this game. It was just in the middle of like Fut Champions stress, I guess, and I forgot to screenshot that team. But nonetheless, I recorded some of the goals I scored. And by this time of Fut Champs, I was using my loans, like the loans I had left on Messi and Neymar and stuff like that, because some of the teams I was coming up against, I felt I needed that extra boost, to which these cards provided. And as you can see, both of them score. Messi scores early in the game, and then Neymar somehow scores a red time finesse. So I go 2-0 up in the 50th minute, and this guy does just straight rage quit there. The next team, his team's worth about 3 million, but with his untradables, it's about 3.4 million with that Centurion David Silva. But I didn't record any clips from this game, but you can see I won 2-1 against the Bogan boys. And then the next game, this was my second to last game against Fatty. This guy's team was 2.5, but with the untradables, I think about 2.8, I believe. And 15th minute, you can see there De Bruyne scoring a time finesse, which was quite nice, putting us 1-0 up in the 15th minute there. And yeah, these last few games I was playing really good FIFA. I just warmed up using Div Rivals, and you know, playing back-to-back FIFA games had me quite warmed up for these games. And De Bruyne again scoring again, making it 2-1, and I believe that's how the game ended as well, 2-1. I forgot if he rage quit or the game just went on, but the game did end 2-1. And then this is my last game of the weekend league against Kurd, and this guy's team was worth 1 million, but with his untradables, like I think 1.4 million. And I was already 1-0 up at this point. I don't know why I didn't save the other goal, but my free kick technique that I always use came in handy here. I was using lone Luis Suarez in this game, just using up all my loans, and he does score from my free kick technique, just passing in the time finesse, and Luis Suarez put top corner. You know, I won 2-1 there. And yeah, finished off the weekend league 14-5 with 1 DC, so 14-6. So what I noticed from watching these clips back is against the more expensive teams, like I was still able to beat a few of them. Like some of the teams I bet were a lot more expensive than mine, but then if there was good players owning these super teams, I was getting beat 5-0 consistently. But teams cheaper than me, I seem to be beating quite consistently as well. So whatever you guys have taken from this video, hopefully it you know, taught you something, or you know, you just, you know, overall enjoyed watching or experiencing, you know, my weekend league, because I don't stream it because I think I'll lag out if I stream it, as some of the games were a bit laggy and I wasn't even streaming. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be streaming my Fut Champs rewards about 2 hours after this video is uploaded. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure to do so. But if you miss out on that because you're watching this the day after, a few days after or something like that, just to see how I play Fut Champs or whatever, just make sure to go to my channel, and I do upload the streams afterwards and leave timestamps with the rewards in the description, so you can still watch the rewards after the stream uploads. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and peace out, boys.